Hi, how you doing? This is Pastor Charlie Cooker. I want to share a word with you. A few weeks ago, the Lord started messing with me, and I had an attitude. You know, one of those irritating attitudes, and the Lord just started messing with me on why I'm irritated, why I'm frustrated, why I'm snippy. The Lord, I thought it was the Lord. It might have been my wife talking to the Lord about me, but He cornered me, and He said, "You're not happy, Charlie." And I said, "You're right, Lord, I'm really not happy." And He says, "Good, I want you to go to 5:17. Instantly, I thought it was, 2 Corinthians 5:17. Old things are passed away, all things have become new. And He says, "I didn't tell you to go to 2 Corinthians, I told you to go to 5:17. I go, "Well, where at?" And He says, "Go to the book of Job." So I got my Bible out, opened up Job 5:17, and here's what it says: "Happy is the man who the Lord corrects." At that point, the Lord started dealing with my attitude. And as I repented for my attitude, I said to the Lord, I don't feel like this has been a spirit of strife on me. So it's not a demonic spirit that has been making me irritated. So what is it? And a few days later, I had an encounter. And I was in worship here at the church. And I went into this open vision. And in this open vision, there's this huge room where all these angels were coming in. And they had these earthen vessels, out of kind of like a terracotta vessel, a big picture. And they were going up to these stations around this room that looked like almost like a beer tap, and they were taking their earthen vessel and they were pouring in fresh oil. And as these angels were walking around, Jesus was in the corner, and behind him was a table. And there was this huge crystal clear pitcher, and in it was oil. And I could see in that oil that it wasn't pure oil. It had nuggets of gold. It had like an abrasiveness, like sand and a graphite. Some type of abrasiveness was in the oil. And so the angel said to the Lord, he says, "Lord, do you want us to take that oil?" And Jesus said, "You guys are not qualified to distribute this oil." He said, "But I want you to continue to distribute the oil that you have. And when you take it into the churches and take it into my people, bring a message that I'm bringing this oil. And tell them that when I bring this oil, it will be abrasiveness. It will be, it has the ability to polish." And he's told the angels to warn my people not to blame the devil on this irritation. And so the Lord just said that He was the only one qualified for this oil. And so as I prayed about that, I said, "Lord, this is what I've been dealing with. It's not demonic. It's you." And the Lord says, "Son, if you'll start worshiping me," and I know one of the words for worship is to spin like a top, and so I started spinning like a top in this vision. And as I spun like a top, the Lord brought this emery cloth, which is like a cloth sandpaper dipped in this oil with this abrasiveness in it, this graphite in it. And He was pushing it against me, and He was polishing me. And He was preparing me to not be so frustrated and not to be so irritated. And so as I said to the Lord, I said, "Lord, this is what this has been about." And He says, "Yes." He says, "Son, if you'll lean into me during worship," He said, "you will find those nuggets of gold that you saw in this pictures." That in that glass crystal pitcher was these nuggets of gold. And sometimes if you want the gold, you got to go through the polishing process. And so I really believe that was a personal word for me and my church. And the more I share it corporately with my friends, my pastor friends, it seems like this is a corporate thing that the Lord is doing. So the angels are bringing the fresh oil, clear, pure oil. But the Lord Himself is bringing an oil to polish His people, which means He's about to promote us to new levels of authority. And if we resist this, I think that we will miss the opportunities to represent Him and to be a true image of who Jesus Christ is. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Change your attitude. But happy is the man who the Lord disciplines. Have a great day.